Hello everyone, it is Shay in Silver Lake, Oregon. It is June 23rd, 2026. Oh, my thing fell out of my... Oops. I went and turned the water on for a second. It was 87 today. Currently right now it is 85. And there's a 12-mile-an-hour wind, and tonight the low should be around 51 to 57, probably like 57. Anyway, I ended up transplanting all those Sweet Williams that were over there. I thought there was like 5. There ended up being a ton more than what I thought. And I ended up transplanting them all throughout. I tried to match the colors a little bit, you know, so that one wouldn't overpower the other color, so that you could really like enjoy the different colors. And like, I keep planting chamomile in this. I don't know what's happening. These are those snapdragons. Look how gorgeous they are. Those are just so pretty. Ooh, I need to get in there and weed out those. Those right there are bachelor buttons. I'm really trying to push the bachelor buttons out of the garden. I would really like to push those ones out of here. I still would like them, but more with the irises. And then eventually I want the Johnny Jump Ups and the California Poppies to also be on the outside of that fence line, on the other side of this shade cloth. So then I would have the orange, white, and yellow from the California Poppies. I would have the purples, pinks, the bluish color. And I've never gotten a burgundy one, so I don't know what's up with that. Bachelor buttons. And then the purple, yellow, and, you know, all the different colors of the, what do you call it? Johnny Jumpers. I would like that, you know. And then the Sweet Williams, I would like to pull those out, except for the few places, you know, a couple selection of where they, I don't even know how they got clear over here. Have you ever watched that channel, My Garden of Obligation? Her name's Stacy. Oh my goodness, that lady is so hilarious. It's like, welcome to my Garden of Obligation, where it's more of a shopping vlog than it is a garden. She is so hilarious. I just absolutely, whenever I look at this tower, I bought it before she put her tower up, but it wasn't until my neighbor put her tower up that I was like, okay, so Stacy's got one, my neighbor's got one. I have all the parts, but mine is just sitting there doing nothing. They're better gardeners than I am. So I was like, ugh. But I'm glad that I did. Everything's growing except for the lettuce. So I have 3. Killed that mosquito. I have 3 that don't have anything growing in them. The 3 with the lettuce. But all the rest of them have seemed to taken off, so that's good. I know it looks like I'm watering the weeds. However, I did plant stuff back there. Sorry, I had a mosquito on me. Anyway, and those are peas right here. And I planted way more peas, but I don't know what happened to them. I gotta fix my glasses. So this one right here, I was trying to think of where I could transplant it. I just don't have a spot. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is put it in one of these contain, or maybe that round one down there where I used to have the white one. I'll put it in that. I think would be a bit. I wonder what that is. That's either a zucchini, squash, watermelon, or a pumpkin. I don't know. I can't remember. Because I try to plant. Wait, did those? I think those two. Those are either radishes or beets. I'm gonna have to go over and check. I did plant something right here, but all it's growing so far is weeds. So there's that. This, I pulled all but my radishes. Wait, there's a radish that didn't get pulled. That's right there. How did I not? I usually try not to water these things because they kind of get like the runoff from my hose. Like when I'm standing here watering. And I really don't water these irises too much. These irises on the end get more water than those irises on their end, and yet they look exactly the same. So, you know, I do, these are the echinaceas. These can probably go without too much water, but I try to get over here and water these possible watermelon, pumpkin, zucchini, squash plants. Who is honking? I do not know. But maybe they'll get impatient. That's that lavender that's not doing good. There's a pumpkin or something. Oh, it's my neighbor on his bike looking for my dog to race. All right, hold on one second. All righty. He was telling me that my yard is really starting to pop, of course, because I mowed out back here all of that. So, you know, all those piles of weeds that I throw over the fence, they're all gone, and it's all raked out evenly. I've almost got it level enough. Maybe another year, maybe next year, where I'll be able to take my riding lawnmower over it comfortably and not get like a wheel stuck in a rut, because there is like random holes, and like it's just, you know, sorry if the water's making anybody have to go to the restroom. But I don't think I've done a watering video. Like, I'm just lightly misting everything just to cool things off so they can start their morning. So my garden can start their morning, because it's getting hotter every day. So now I like to water, like mist. I do a heavy watering and then I do a misting on the days that I don't water, if I get a chance. I don't necessarily have to, but I like to fill up all the water containers, the pots that dry out easier. You know, it kind of gives you look at that. See, that is all lavender underneath there. So all I have to do this year for my lavender is make sure that I cut it, all that dead wood woody part, and then make sure that I trim it back appropriately. And I'll be continuing to watch videos on how to trim. Dang, these mosquitoes are getting me. Look at those. Those are all carnations. All of these are going to be carnations. Those are going to be gorgeous. And the, oh no, now I'm stuck. I gotta pull my hose all the way out. And then I can figure out how I got it stuck. Anyway, I can't do too long of a video because I have Bible study tonight. So, but I did want to show you some of the watering that I do. I do miss all this low stuff because there's no such thing as a hose that doesn't get all kinked up, especially when you have to have long hoses like what I got. I did plant stuff over here. I've been slowly pulling stuff out. I also like to let stuff grow just so I can see what it is, learn to recognize this. That might be, that's partial of a sunflower. Oh, there might be a few sunflowers coming in. These mosquitoes would leave me alone. Anyway, so I don't know why I just try to water what I can, and then I'll pick up like tomorrow what I didn't, wherever I last left off. I try to remain kind of like, I planted some poppies right here. Not the California ones, because those ones are California, but some purple ones. Some big purple ones. My neighbors have orange. So I thought, ooh, if I can grow some really pretty purple ones and get them established to where they come back every year, then I can start trading colors. And that would be something fun that I could trade people with. I did get in here and pull out anything that I thought that looked like a bachelor button. The pots, you kind of gotta water these just because they dry out so fast. And then that's also why I have very lush. We just cut this down again. This is its second time it's been cut. So I think it might go even 3, maybe 4 times this year for this orange. That's the pineapple, and it's really starting to kick in. But usually my chocolate is everywhere. I think it got root bound inside here. And this is spearmint, which I have so much of this. I don't know why it's not root bound yet. But I do need to pull the root balls out and break them up and downsize, and then just give away whatever ones that I can. This carrot bed gets really dry. I'm going to come up with a solution for that. Like get one of those terracotta. I've been keeping my eye out for a big terracotta pot that's a reasonable price. But I've been looking, like at thrift stores and stuff like that. When I do find one, I think I'm going to bury it in here, like in the center, and hopefully it will help this bed hold some moisture. I should buy some of that perlite or whatever and just mix it in here, but I can't do it when I'm constantly growing carrots, so which means I would have to pull the bed completely out and do it like at the end of a season and kind of plan for it. All right, I gotta go. So peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Have a wonderful day, week, hour, month, minute, second, year. You know the schmeal. Don't forget to rewind and be kind. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I think I have beets, peppers, and radishes all growing in this bed because I got impatient, because that's what some of this is looking like. Those are radishes, I know for sure. And I just planted marigolds back here because I pulled out those Johnny Jumpers. And then I also have Jack growing in this bed. I have 2 more fountains to fill. All right, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching again. I appreciate it. And check out my shorts. I've been doing some shorts lately. All right, bye.